Hello, all of you amazing people who watch my videos and subscribe. I can't thank you enough because I'm now at 10,000 subscribers, which is insane. I couldn't have imagined like 2 weeks ago when numbers were pretty small that my videos are going to be blowing up like this. The comments have been going mental. So thank you so much to all you people that are enjoying these videos. I'm really excited to be uploading YouTube videos and creating loads of content for you guys. So today we're back at Woburn. Only like a couple of videos ago I was here having a little session, found a bathtub, turned it into a sledge down the hill over there, and I'm back. And I did say in the last video that I want to do a bit of maintenance here because this year, the summer, everything being dry, it takes its toll and the jumps aren't at their best. I mean, I take pride in these trails, but they aren't at their best. So I'm going to have a bit of a ride today and figure out what jumps I kind of want to change and give tweaks and do maintenance to. So that's today's video, but first, yeah, let's have a quick sesh. You know these jumps already, so we'll have a bit of a ride. It is November, but for all you guys who aren't from England and think it only rains in England, sunshine in November. And as you can see, the orange forks are still here. In one of my videos I said, what do you reckon about the orange? And someone even said in the comments, orange is the new black. Can't say I agree, but they're sick, and only one person said go back to black, so the orange are here to stay. They do look quite cool. Right, let's have a sec. So, what I love about this hip is, because the landing's got like quite a hook on the outside edge, you can whip out and land pretty much sideways, so you can just leave your whip out, which is quite cool. It saves a lot of energy trying to bring it back, which is quite hard. So, that means you can ride it like this. But, the problem is, this takeoff, as you can see, is completely destroyed. There's like a 1 foot line up the middle, which is decent. The rest is just ruined. So I'm going to give this lip a complete overhaul and redo the whole thing so it looks perfect and you can just ride the whole thing. And I'll explain to you how to do that so that if you've ever got kids running on your jumps, or dogs, or remote control cars, or drones crashing into it, or you live in a war zone, you can get your takeoffs looking prime for all the boys and have fun on them. This is how this lip looks before and this is after. So, X Factor judges, no. These are the two shovels I'd recommend for digging with. I know you've probably got loads of different ones at home, but I'm lucky I get to build trails out of sand. The dirt here is really soft and easy to dig. So if you live somewhere with thick mud or stone or chalk or clay or something like that, this is going to be the shovel you need to move dirt. But this is such a good one for shaping dirt. And what you want to work towards is getting the back of it like nice and shiny. So once all the paint's off, it actually polishes the jumps way better. Okay. So this whole takeoff needs to be redone, and it's not as simple as just patting in the areas that look bad. If you want to completely redo it, the first thing you have to do, and that doesn't matter whether you've got mud jumps, clay, sand, is cut the whole thing up, which sounds like you're working a bit backwards, but you can't just throw dirt onto solid dirt. It doesn't stick, it won't stick, and eventually it'll all just come sliding down. So you want a day when the ground's a bit wet. If it's too dry in the summer, you can't do this. So this dirt's quite soft and wet now, so you literally have to cut the whole thing up from corner to corner, even like draw lines, and that means when you throw fresh dirt on it, it's going to stick and you can actually build up on top of what you got. Next thing is to completely plaster that with fresh dirt, a nice thin layer. So you'll have the dirt that you've cut and has fallen to the bottom, but I'm going to get some fresh stuff. Like there's a nice pocket in here where you can get dirt that hasn't got any stones in, hasn't got any grass or sticks. So get out some nice, fresh, moist dirt. And then just start literally spraying it on like that. You'll never make it look perfect or like a usable jump by just spraying dirt on it, but the idea is just fill in all the low spots, get rid of all the high spots, so it's a fairly even pile of dirt basically, still with the kind of shape you want. But the next step's the most important, and this is where I think a long handle shovel like this is pretty important, is to kind of start to get the shape. And you're not patting it in yet, you're not making it hard or ready to ride. First you've got to kind of get a shape you're happy with, and to do that use a long shovel like this and literally by pushing all your weight through kind of the middle of the shovel, you just slide it up and down in a straight line as you'd ride it, and that's just going to start to build the shape and start to shape things up how you want it to look ready to ride. So literally like that. And it's quite lucky when you're working with sand, it does start to look pretty nice. With clay and things, you're going to have to work a bit harder, but you'll get the same result. And you just push your shovel up and down like that, being careful not to like push all the dirt up and over the top. And that's it. You kind of just gradually get the shape you want, up and down. Then kind of work over yourself. So like once you've gone straight lines, it kind of helps to start to go diagonally and things like that, and even back the other way, and that'll gradually just stiffen up the dirt a bit. It all sounds pretty boring and like tedious, but the more time you put in now, the less time you're going to have to pad it in later, which it really tires you out, and the longer it's going to sit there looking pretty. Sick. So that's now looking pretty cool. You might look at that and think, well, I'd look at that if I came here and think, I'm going to ride that right now and it's going to be amazing. But although it looks cool, it's actually super soft because it hasn't actually been padded in. It's just been shaped up to get the shape of the ramp you want and the lip, which is like a nice long continuous curve, but it's not hard. So if you take a photo of that now, put it on Instagram, drive home and think everyone's going to think I'm the man, they might, but if they come ride it, they're going to go over the bars. So the final step now is to pat the whole thing in, and one probably key thing to do is always start at the top. If you start at the top and work your way down, it's like cleaning your car, all the dirt's not going to follow you. So start literally stood on top. I'm going to walk all over it with my feet, get the whole top level, pat the very top of the lip in at like the angle I'm happy with, and you work down from there. Right, so I've thrown loads of dirt up on top, and a lot of it's going to be just sat on the top here, so you just want to level it all out, and then just be kind of delicate, but just walk back and forth on it, get it all patted down from the top, and then I'm going to start patting the top. And how you want to pat is you hit the dirt, and as you hit it you slide the shovel a little bit, so it's like the pat and slide technique, so it's making it hard but kind of polishing it up at the same time. So as I hit, you slide the shovel with it. Almost there now, so using that same pat and slide technique, just going to work from the top all the way down in lines until I get to the bottom, then scoop up all the loose dirt that's fallen down, chuck it, and then put tyres to this thing. Once you've done a few of these, you'll probably cancel your gym membership, that's for sure. Looks perfect, job done. So get my bike, let's have a session on it and see how it rides. Look how good that looks now, freshly ridden. Do you know when you're sat in a restaurant and your warm chocolate brownie arrives and you slide your spoon in? That is what that feels like. It's so easy to forget in the summer how fun these jumps actually are. Having these close to my house, I'm so lucky. And it's that easy just to come, put a few minutes in, an hour in even, and make them rad. Just one takeoff's now perfect and rides so good. So over the next few months, you can easily make the whole line so nice and just ride like it's brand new. If you want to subscribe, click here. That'd be rad. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. There's more and more coming, so stay tuned and I'll see you in more videos to come.